I'm Justice Al-Hmoud.
And I'm Madeline Chidester for Coog Cinema Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing Sorry to Bother You.
This video is sponsored by Live Nation. Get your tickets today.
You want to make some money here? Use your white voice.
My white voice?
I'm not talking about Will Smith's wife, like this young blood.
Hey, Mr. Kramer, this is Langston from Regal View.
As always, we'll be getting that out to you right away.
So, Sorry to Bother You was a film that really no one expected. Even if you came into the movie with already having seen the trailer and having read the summary about it, it's really nothing that you could ever expect.
Yeah, like me personally, whenever I go and see movies, I never really watch much of the trailer or like read a legit synopsis before I go in, because I like to be surprised usually, and I think that even if I did watch the trailer all the way through and read a full synopsis, I still would have not known what the heck I just watched. Like, it was really out there.
Even though we've seen it, even if we were to describe it exactly to someone, there's really no true way that you could understand this film without going and watching it yourself.
Definitely.
There were so many different scenes that had a huge social and political background to. Like, it focused on a lot of issues, it highlighted a lot of issues such as classism, racism, labor exploitation. It talked about capitalism.
Yeah, and it talked about like the morality of technological advancements. It talked about the media's impact on society, and basically the way it went about these problems, it went about them in a very blunt way. It was very in your face.
And it was also extremely funny throughout the film. I felt like there were just great humorous moments in every scene.
Yeah. This movie was definitely not, I would say, a traditional movie. Even one of the things I really liked about it is it didn't have this formula to it. It was very unconventional compared to other movies. It kind of like, nothing in it was extra or unnecessary. It cut between scenes and left out anything that you didn't need to develop the story.
One thing that I really enjoyed is that there are a couple of ways you could watch this film. You could watch it from the metaphorical point of view and taking every scene and thinking about the deeper meaning to it, or you could take each scene and watch it for exactly what it was and assume that it's just sitting in front of you. There's actually a scene where one of the characters, Detroit, she's an artist, and there's a piece of art being displayed which features a horse, which is a part of the movie, and there are people watching the art and trying to understand it, and she says, well, why don't you try looking at it literally? Maybe there's no meaning behind it. Maybe the artist just means for it to be taken as exactly what it is. And so that could have been Boots Riley telling the audience, you know, maybe it's not metaphorical, take it exactly for what it is.
I didn't personally like the female leading character. I was kind of confused about if you were supposed to like her or not like her, because she was a very hypocritical character, which makes me think that you are not supposed to like her.
Right.
But the way the ending pans out, it kind of like paints her in a lighter, yeah.
Of course there's like character growth, but I felt like it was hard to follow with her.
Yes, and just some of the things, some of the decisions she makes during the relationship, like, I don't know, she's just a very hard to like character. And I don't know if that was what the
Director intended.
was intending.
Right. For me, personally, I enjoyed the film thoroughly, but the ending wasn't what I expected, and not in the best way, also not in the worst way. It was very shocking.
Yeah.
The final scene was very shocking. It took me a moment whenever the screen went black to just sit there and think like, okay, well, that was the actual ending.
The entire movie was so thought-provoking and so in your face. We actually had to sit for a long time after the movie and be like, what did we just watch? We had to really dissect it.
From the very moment it ended, for hours after we were thinking about it, we were just like, our minds were blown.
Yes.
We woke up and our minds were still blown the next day. For the entire film, if I were to give it a rating out of 10, because I've never seen anything like it, and for all the things that we said previously, I would give it an 8.7 out of 10.
For me, I liked how it was very thought-provoking. That was one of the things that really sat with me. The entire movie basically has been kind of like in my mind ever since I saw it, and so that's definitely a big factor in my rating. I would rate the movie an 8.5 out of 10. I think it had a lot of good social and political commentary, and the way it went about presenting it to the viewer was, I think, a very influential and impactful way. So obviously, since this movie was so jam-packed full of commentary on societal and political issues, we don't have the time or want to spoil any of the messages for you. So this is unfortunately all we'll have time for today.
So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like CoogTV on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm Justice Al-Hmoud.
I'm Chidester. Thanks for watching.